For San Francisco, still to this day, is not seeing any international tourists. And international tourists in San Francisco account for probably close to 500,000 a week between Asia, South America, and Europe. So there's very little of that going on, obviously. In addition, we lost cruise ships every day, no cruise ships. And thirdly, there's nothing at the Moscone Center. That was 100, 150,000 people a week at conventions. So when you add it all up, we still have a long way to go, but it's still much, much better than it was.
We had over 26 million visitors in 2019, spending close to $10 billion for our city. So it's a huge economic driver for our city. Obviously, the pandemic has caused that to derail. Our forecast for 2021, we're probably looking at anywhere between 15 and 16 million visitors. Obviously, the spend is going to be significantly lower as well. So we are seeing a very jagged, a very slow recovery in terms of tourism for the city. We've ran a number of campaigns in the domestic market within California, but also in other key markets, source markets across the United States. So they're certainly driving that recovery moving forward. However, the international visitor is really the one that's very, very important for San Francisco as well. In a normal year, about 25% of our visitors, overnight visitors to the city, are from international markets, but they make up for 60 to 65% of the overall spend.
Yeah, I think it's easier to travel domestically right now because I know different countries have like different rules. And I think I definitely wouldn't want to sit on like to go to Europe or something like that, super long flight or anything like that. So I just think it was easier to just travel within the United States. But even before that, it's been on my list. I was like, why not now?
Yeah, I think it's really ideal not being around a huge crowd and stuff. I was in Chicago a couple months ago and it was pretty busy there compared to here. So, and I know they're having like Lollapalooza and stuff, so that's maybe why, but I like it. I like that it's not too crowded.
And tickets are really cheap right now. I think like round trip you pay like $130, which is really cheaper than what we spend on gas to get here from the airport. So yeah, tickets were cheap. Car rental wasn't too bad, and most of us haven't really been around SF in like a while.
We've had a hard time bouncing back because San Francisco really depends on international travelers to make it work here. During our busy season, at least half and maybe more are travelers from Europe and Asia, and they like our activity we promote of bicycling, so they tend to be really great customers for us. We've had to depend on domestic customers for support to keep our business going, and we're real appreciative that we've had so many domestic customers. It's really helped keep us going, but currently our business will not be sustainable unless we have international travel open back up again. It's frustrating to have a situation where I feel is not fair, where we can go visit their countries and they cannot come here. It doesn't seem equitable, it doesn't seem to make any sense, so we really look forward to the negotiations that are going on and being able to get the borders open as soon as possible.